Hello, folks. This is an MLS Matchday 26 update video. Let's get right to it. Charlotte getting a big time road win against Atlanta 3-2. Chicago getting a 2-0 win against Montreal. Orlando goes to Foxborough and take down the Revolution 2-1. Miami getting a big time performance win on the road against New York Red Bulls with a 5-1 win. Columbus takes down DC United with a 2-1 win. Dallas destroys St. Louis 3-0. Houston kept it tight in a 1-1 draw against Philadelphia. Seattle had a phenomenal game. They win it 3-2 against San Jose. New York and Kansas City both ended a draw 1-1. Nashville getting a 1-0 win against Toronto. Cincinnati getting a 1-0 win against Real Salt Lake. The battle of two teams in the West both ended in a draw 1-1. El Tropico delivers us magical wins and draws and losses also. But this one was a phenomenal draw 3-3 in the El Tropico. And Portland and Minnesota both ended up in the draw 1-1. Let's get to the winners and losers. So the winners, for me, the biggest winner was Miami. This was a team earlier in the season. They were favorites to win the Eastern Conference, plus winning the MLS Cup with Messi there, of course, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets. Now they add someone in the mix who we'll see him in after the All-Star break in Rodrigo Del Pablo from Atletico Madrid, who is going to get himself in Miami. But this 5-1 win means that they are still in that Eastern Conference race. They're trying to get back to that team that won the Supporters Shield and try to get to prove themselves they are a legitimate MLS Cup champions. Let's go to Charlotte. This was a massive road win. They go to Atlanta in a rivalry between Atlanta United, and they go out with a big bang win. And I love that Charlotte fans go to Atlanta to support their club and get a massive road win against Atlanta. Nashville, on the other hand, they ended their match day 26 at third place, meaning they have the All-Star break, and then after that, could we be seeing Nashville getting through at least in that top 2 spot? And then finally, Seattle. Seattle coming from 9th, 10th place to now in the top 4. And they are trying to send a message to the West that they're coming and they're trying to come up on top. To the losers, Atlanta. This was a home game. This is their rivals. This was a heartbreaker. I'll say this. This is a heartbreaking loss. Cannot afford to lose this against a rival, and they had that game slipped in their hands. San Jose. San Jose was from top 5 to now in the 10th or 9th spot in the play-in. And this is not going very well for San Jose. A lot of people had San Jose in the playoffs with the acquisitions they made in free agency and some moves. But things are now currently right now. They got to get some juice back after the All-Star break. And then I'll give it to New York Red Bulls. Listen, a 5-1 loss. You went from MLS Cup runner-uppers, then the season on the line where they have expectations to get back to the MLS Cup final. And what happened? They're slipping away. Looks like they're slipping away, but we'll see what happens. But yes, the All-Star game for the MLS is happening on Austin, Texas this week. So I'll give you my prediction for that one. Liga MX All-Star versus MLS All-Star. Listen, this is a young, talented MLS All-Star team against a Liga MX All-Star team that has Sergio Ramos, James Rodriguez, who, if y'all know him, Alexis Vega. If I had to pick one of them, there's a chance Liga MX will win this, but I would lean towards the MLS All Star. But it should be a fun one in Austin, Texas. And that's it for MLS Matchday 26. Hello, folks. If you have not seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel. And of course, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more sports news.